All right. Yeah. So this is the MetaTrader 4 navigation video on just how to work your way around MT4. How to how to work your way around MT4. How to open trades. How to just configure your MT4 the way you want it configured. Um, and yeah, just a general use of how we use MT4. So when you open the platform, there's various type of templates that will come up. But then I'll show you how we set up our charts in this video. Um, yeah, so sometimes as soon as you open MT4, what it will do, it will have like 4 different charts and stuff like that. And then you can just simply close all the charts by doing that so that everything starts fresh. Okay, so first things first, let's start in this section over here. All right, yours may be here, yours may come down here. It really doesn't matter where it's positioned, but just look out for all these different tools here, like the create new chart, profiles, market watch, data window, navigation, terminal, strategy tester, new order, so on and so forth. All right. I'll be showing you just some of the functions here. It's not too often where you'll have to open all these other ones, but then I'll just show you how all these different functions work and what their use is or how they're important. Okay, so the very first thing I'll start with here is the navigator, right? Normally your navigator will appear on the right side of your screen. It won't appear here at the bottom like mine. I just set it like this, but it won't appear there very often. Very often it will come up here, and now I've moved mine here to the bottom, but I can't see it. But very often yours will appear like this, just without this, and yeah. Um, so yeah, starting here, don't mind the scripts and the expert advisors and indicators and stuff like that. First things first, I just want us to look at your accounts. So your navigator is where your account or accounts will stay, and generally what your broker will do is split up the two different type of accounts, the live account or a demo account. Yeah, so that's what they'll do for you, is they'll just split it up for you. But then this is the navigator option where you see all of this. So this little folder with the star, yeah, um, that's that's where you'll get your accounts. So yeah, simple login to an account. You come here, you click here, and you just double click, and this will come up, and then you can say login. So for the purposes of this video, I'll just be using my demo account because we'll be opening trades and stuff like that. But I've actually got a trade that's on right now that we can actually open up here, and just play around with that. But yes. Okay, so that's first things first. Accounts, indicators. We don't use EAs, expert advisors, but although you'll find in one of the videos in our whole series, there'll be the strategy tester video where you'll see where we use the expert advisors and scripts. But for now, with the MT4 navigation, you don't need to do that. So there's the Navigator. So we've got what our main use for the Navigator is getting into your accounts. Okay. Second is the terminal. All right. So the terminal just basically has like your journal, your experts, code base, or all these different things over here. But we generally won't look at them. Maybe some of you people that are really fundamentalists and really want to know what news is saying can come down here to news. And what's nice about this category is you can or this section is that you can actually customize the sort of news that you want to see. But like I say, I don't use this often, but there is a way where you can just customize what sort of news you want to see. If you want to see housing news, but I'm not too familiar with this section because I'm not really a news person. Okay, all right, here then you find your this section over here, which is your account history. So in your account history, you'll generally find your deposits, your withdrawals, and so on and so forth. All that information will be shown here on deposits, withdrawals, and also your trade profit losses. So you'll just look here and it will show you your profit, it will show you your loss, profit, loss, so on and so forth. So this is the tab where you can just keep a track of yourself, although yes, it is recommended to have a trading journal. But then this is where you can just keep a track of yourself and yeah, just give yourself a pat on the back every time you see this positive or going up. Alright, exposure, will never ever use it. I don't remember using it ever. It's like all these other things like the mailbox and stuff like that. Okay, in the mailbox, what they sometimes can do, like you see here, they told you about like changes to all these stuff. So sometimes your broker will send you important messages through the mailbox, but it's not too often where us as forex traders will get changes in the mailbox. Probably when it comes to like the commodities and stuff like that, there might be slight changes because I mean there's different like expiry dates for other commodities. You know, you can trade gold with an expiry date and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. And then finally, here the trade where it just shows us how much money we have in our account. Okay, so we'll come back to this section once we open the trade. But yes, basically our balance, equity, margin, free margin, yeah, and all of those, they'll come up here. So just hold on to that for now. But we'll come back. We'll come back to this section over here. But like I'm saying, yeah, so this is where a lot of action will happen as well under the terminal in terms of actually closing trades and seeing how you've gone by. All right. Next important window is Market Watch. Okay, so what your Market Watch is basically the panel which shows you all of the pairs that are available to you through your broker. And then I know some people, when they open up, they have some issues here. It's either their pairs are grayed out or they don't have enough pairs. So the simple thing I'll show you firstly what you need to do is right click on symbols, and then you'll be taken here. All right. So when you taken to this page, what the nice thing is that like now you can start just switching on all your. So I don't know if you see here at the bottom of my screen. Just check here when I click on USD RUB. You see how it disappears, or the Chinese yuan. there I click it, it disappears. So basically that's how you just get to show your different currency pairs, is by coming here, right clicking, and then hitting symbols, and then just basically click on the symbols you want. Usually they'll be under the forex, they'll say something forex, okay, but then you can switch on your CFDs, your commodities, and just the other stuff over here. But generally, yes, this is where you'll switch out. So if your things are grayed out, or you don't have enough, this is where you come to open it up and just get all the different currencies switched on, so on and so forth. Okay, so now that that is done, usually, and what will happen is, like I said, we'll just close everything, because your MetaTrader will usually have something as soon as you open it. All right. Oh, okay. I've got a buy trade over here, so I'm hoping that I'll be making some money of that. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yes. So this is the chart, right? This is the chart, and okay. So market watch. You can either right click and say chart window, or you can right click and come down here. But then now the problem is, when you right click and when you click and drag onto there, it just replaces the chart. It just replaces the chart. So you don't have a series of charts like when I do this. When I open, say, chart window here, down here at the bottom, I have like my USD, JPY, GBP, so on and so forth. So I can just busy click on all these places over here to check out how the trades are, or check out the different currency pairs. All right, so let me just close that. We'll just have one for now, but then yeah, if you don't want to busy click here and come here and click here, that's all you have to do. Right click, open chart window, right click, chart window, and then it will open that chart window for you as a tab here at the bottom. Okay, so I like to close this when I'm trading, keep it closed, but then yeah. Okay, so now let's just look at making this chart look the way it should look, and not the way they have it for us. Okay, first things first. Okay, here are your zoom tools. Here's your zoom out tool. So the different zoom tools, all right? And then here is your bar chart. Here's your candle chart. Let's zoom in there. Here's your candle chart, and here's your line chart. So typically, unless you're one of those special people that want to use these two, typically it will always stay in the center here, so that chart is always shown, the bar chart. So have it here in the middle. And then let's just configure it. I don't like this background. In OpenEye Forex, we have like our own set background, how we like our charts. So just come here. Although you will get this template, and you will get shown how to load a template, so that your charts look exactly like mine. But just for future reference, here. Okay. Click that, show period separators, okay, show ask line. So remember, bid and ask, there's a price difference between your bid price and your ask price, and so on and so forth. So yeah, there it is. And then just bar up is fine as black, bar down is fine as black. Bull candle is generally green, and bear candle is generally red. And line chart, okay, volume, ask, stop, okay. And then, alright, so yes, our charts look more like this here. Right, and then this here, shift end of chart from the right border, just does this. So you see how our chart has shifted here, so that maybe if we're performing some analysis, we'll have some space to draw that out. But then if it's like here, we have very little space. So I also like to have all of that on, and this is very bright right now, so let me just change this. And okay, now that's very dark. All right, and another thing, the grid I like to change to none. I don't like having a grid. All right, so another way you can just deactivate the grid is clicking here, show grid. You don't necessarily have to change the color. All right, so yes, and then yeah, so that's how we'll do it. And let's just save this template. You'll see here I have thousands and thousands of templates saved, but then let me just save this one, save template, and I'll save it as MT4 navigation video. All right, very long name, but yes. Okay, so now that we have it saved, let's just open our market watch and bring in another thing over here. So one more thing, remember with this click and drag chart thing, is that when you click and drag another chart, like it will take everything that chart has, how you saved it up, but then when you open a new chart, this is how it will open. So now remember we saved up here this little thing here with the two like little lines, but yes, here under templates we saved it, and MT4 navigation video, and as soon as we click that there, it goes back to our original settings, how we want our charts to look like, how we set up our charts. All right, okay, so yeah, that's that. So remember, just right click chart window and then you can click over here. Okay, so our trader is working pretty well. I don't want to spend too much time on this video explaining it, but then there was a long movement down. So I'm recording this on a Tuesday, as you can see here, Tuesday. And just the price action failing to come down here was just a big indicator that, okay, price might want to go up. So we'll see for how long we hold the trade. But yes, coming back to looking at this video here. Okay, so yeah, this over here is your template window where you'll save a template and then just click on it to have it exactly as saved. And then here period, although generally we won't change our time frames there. I want to get finished here before we move up. Okay, so this section is pretty much done. These two we don't do them here, but you can change your time frame here, like a 15-minute chart or a daily chart. You can change all of that down here. All right. So now what I want us to look at is, okay, daily chart. Okay, what I want us to look at is this here. Arrange the pages here. So as soon as I click this, you see what happens is that all my charts here snap to each other, so I can see basically all the charts that I have loaded. I see them like that. So this is open here, and then when I click here, I can view all of the charts that I have here on my tab below. But be careful that you don't like load too many charts, otherwise this thing will be too busy and you will not see a thing on the charts. Okay. Yeah. Our time frames. Here's where we'll generally want to change our time frames. Over here, up here, with the 1 hour, 30 minutes, so on and so forth. Yeah. Here's where we generally, and well, I never use this section down here. So I always check out my different time frames by clicking up here. It's quicker. You can see the time frame quickly, and yeah. All right. Coming for coming here, I'll show you a little trick that I do. So yeah, this is a little bit advanced. I'll come back to this once, but it's not too advanced. Let me just do it now. Looking at this, you see all of these are like USD pairs. So what you can do, a little cool tool or a little cool thing that you can do is saving your profiles. So let's just say save profile as, and we'll save it as USD, right? So I saved it as USD. So let's just click a different profile here. You see it will show me euro stuff over here. And then if I come back to this profile, USD, it will go back to all the trades that I had, or all the charts rather, that I had set out. Yeah, so what happens is, yeah, this will show you a different profile. So now, okay, data window, we don't really use that. So now, yeah, opening a trade. Trades can be opened in various ways, right? But one way I like to do it is by clicking Alt T. So Alt T brings up this little thing over here. You can also bring it up by clicking up here in the corner, and we'll bring it up for you. So Alt T is how we do it. And after clicking on Alt T, there we have buy and sell. Over here is where then we choose our lot size. You can click like this, but then if you're gonna use a really large lot size, it's gonna take you forever. So rather just put out your lot size like that, 1.00 or whatever lot size you use. Remember to use the correct lot size. Okay, now there's a function here. Some people like one-click trading, and I used to also use one-click trading, but then I found it, so I'll just open this over here a bit because we're gonna open a trade soon, and you'll see all the options here. So, I found one-click trading to actually burn me sometimes, because sometimes I'll open a sell instead of a buy by mistake, and then yeah, that would happen. So one-click trading, with one-click trading, as soon as you click buy, there, your order's open. So as soon as you open a trade, then bam, it's open like that, which is kind of cool, or it was cool at a point, up until I started opening trades by mistake. I started opening trades with larger orders than I really intended to, and it burnt me a bit. Alright, just a quick tip here, how to view if you actually have an ECN account. So there's a section where we discuss like the ECN, the market makers, and stuff like that. Yeah, if you have an ECN account, there'll always be commission. Okay, so bam, you have your trade open, and what to do next. First things first, after opening a trade, if you didn't set the stop loss before, and I'll show you how generally it happens when we have one-click trading off, it will ask us for our stop loss even before we put in our stop loss. Okay, so then we'll go there, click stop loss, and then there it will activate our stop loss. It will put in our stop loss for us. We'll put in the different level. We can then put in the stop loss. Okay, first way is the simplest, is to click and drag here to a price. So you'll come over here, click, drag, and then obviously relative to structure, wherever you want your stop loss, then you have a stop loss, and there the stop loss is. So remember, when we're buying, our stop loss is at the bottom, and when we're selling, our stop loss is at the top. The same applies for when our take profit. When we're buying, our take profit is at the top, and when we're selling, our take profit is at the bottom. Yeah, when we're selling, our take profit is at the bottom. So here, take profit, and you can just say something like, yeah, take profit. There your take profit is set, And now all you'll have to do is wait for the market now just to do its thing. It can go for your stop loss, it can go for your take profit, or you can have a manual close whether you're in a profit or in a loss. Your trade doesn't have to hit either your take profit or stop loss, although generally we'll prefer it to hit one of the two. Although personally I don't always have take profits, I always have a stop loss. I will never ever, please understand me stressing, I'll never ever I will never ever take a trade and never have a stop loss. I go many trades without a take profit, but stop loss is always there. Okay, so now you can manually close and trade. So let's just look at the bottom of my screen over here. So you see we have the balance here as discussed in lesson 1. There's the balance, there's the equity, there's the margin, the free margin, and the margin level. So it shows us all of that information over there. So it has all of that info for us just to know how we safe. And I always have a rule of thumb that unless there is a minimum of 4 digits here on your margin level, then you know you're over leveraging. So the minimum amount that you can have there, or you should have there, if you're following a proper money management sort of trading, there should be at least 4 digits to show that you're not over leveraging. But as soon as you have like 950, you know that you're starting to be a little bit unsafe. Alright, so yeah, the trade's taken, and now what you can do, you can have that loss, that manual close, or have it hit your take profit or stop loss. So right now I'm just gonna have a manual close for the purposes of this this video over here. So you see I click close, and because I closed in a loss, it's taken from my balance, and then here there you can see the minus over there, and ooh, you know you're gonna cry. And yeah, all right, now let's get serious again. So what do I want to try do, but I know that the broker won't really allow me to have such a tight stop or tight take profit. Let's see. Okay, we'll just continue doing this video and just have tight things so that you can see either the take profit or stop loss just get hit, and you'll see it being automatically done there. And yeah, just to show you guys on this particular video that okay. And another thing, remember, with the stop loss and take profit, your computer doesn't have to be on in order for them to get activated. They pretty much like an order which is sent to your broker, and then your broker picks it up. So whether it hits your stop loss or you take profit, and then yeah, it will happen whether your computer's on, whether your computer's off. It will just happen. Okay, what I want us to look at now, I'll just bring this down a bit so that we can focus on the chart. Okay, so we have various drawing tools over here on MetaTrader 4. So maybe if you're busy trying to draw out some shapes that you see, some formations that you see, like hey, I see a double bottom over here, what you will do is then this tool will come up. You can use this tool to draw trend lines and so on and so forth. Okay, so just a quick thing. First time you use this tool, this line will be long. So as soon as you come here, click this tool up here to up here. You can double click it, right? With a left click, double click it, right click, and say properties. So this is always on. So remember, I was telling you that it just becomes extra long. So then what you do is you right click trend line properties and just turn off that ray. Okay, and then also here with the trend line properties under the common is just where you like change the style. You can have it as a solid line. Let's make this line thinner. Okay, if you the first sort of line allows you to have basically a solid line dash or whatever. But then as soon as you go any thicker than that, then that option doesn't become available to you anymore. Alright, so click here. So yeah, you can just play around with it, find what you like, find what works to you, and then with the parameters and stuff like that, you don't need to worry yourself too much about it right now. So you see that chose the color red and it changed color, and then yeah, you can just use it to draw and just to perform some analysis for yourself using these tools. And then second one, the next one over here is the horizontal line over here where yes, horizontal line, where basically if you're looking at like different levels, like this level over here or this level over here, then yeah, you can mark that off like this, and then yeah. And then another tool here is your vertical tool, where maybe you had some price action over here which you liked, and then yeah. Okay, so I just want to show a quick thing here under properties where we worked with changing our charts and stuff like that. So you can say chart on foreground. So you see this black line first of all here. You see how the black line is behind this chart, and then before when chart on foreground wasn't there, this line was on top of the chart. So that's what chart on foreground does. It basically brings the chart on top of everything that's there. All right. Okay. So yeah. That's what's happening. Okay, delete all selected. All right, and then you can open a new trade here if you want to buy or sell. You can just quickly click up here on new order, and then you can click here, and like your stop loss, you take profit values. Then you can add the stop loss here. You can add the take profit here. So let's just use these two values over here. So that will be our stop loss, and this will be our take profit. These two vertical lines that I put over there. All right, new order. Open at 3 stop loss. So our stop loss is 1.264663, and our take profit is oh my gosh, I hit escape. Sorry about that. Is 1.26463. So that's our stop loss, and then our take profit. It's gonna hit our take profit on this trade pretty soon, I hope. Just to show you guys that demonstration. And then here 1.2266969. all right, and then click buy, and then you see how, let me just remove these two. So remember, double click to remove, double click, and then yeah, here. And then you see how it automatically put our trades at those levels for us. So yeah, it just activated those trades for us. All right. So yeah, what I want to show you now. Let's just quickly look at that again. Let me just manually close this trade. Okay. So remember, new order. That's what it does for us. and then here account history. I just want to show with that trade, remember that I said it automatically does it for us. This is what it does. So you see here on this screen trade, this was that GBP USD buy that we're putting right now at 9:23. You see that okay, this broke is an hour ahead, but then like 7 minutes ago, and then this is the trade, and you just see that it hit the take profit for us. I didn't close it manually. The only one that I closed manually was this smaller trade, but then the other one just closed itself, bagged profit for us, and yeah, we good to go. Okay, yeah. Now coming back here, we've looked at the different drawing tools, and now just looking at how to install an indicator. No, not how to install, how to place an indicator on the chart. The installation of an indicator and the installation of a template will be in a separate video. Yeah, here indicators, and yeah, here's where we put in our different indicators. So it's on insert indicators, and here we'll have a whole lot of indicators that we can put in. So don't really go out and use stuff that you don't know, otherwise you'll lose money. But like, go study them first. If you want to use them, study them. But I believe that the training that you got here at OpenEye Forex should be good enough for you. But another thing I always keep stressing is, do not limit your learning to OpenEye Forex only. Learn from other people, learn from different sources. Why? Because it helps you learn the concept of math psychology, understanding how other people think. But yeah, just simple thing. Okay, here I just want to add the Ichimoku trend. Ichimoku, when I click on it, then this is what happens. It just shows me parameters and all of that. So I did some slight changes to the Ichimoku, but basically how it will come up is like this, and then bam, there's your chart, there's the Ichimoku over there, and then here there's charts where you can click over here and it shows you your indicators. So let's just quickly throw in different stuff, volume, alright, and then we'll check in some indicators over here. We'll check in another indicator, we'll check in some moving averages over there, and then we'll just check in another one, like your Bollinger Bands. Alright, there. So you see this chart is just basically full. So if you want to now go and delete all of these indicators quickly, you can just click here, indicator list, and you get all of them, and you can either edit here or delete each and every one of them. Just click here, delete, and all of these now, your chart is very clean now. Alright, okay, and now okay, and now what else is left? So we've looked at that, okay. Yeah, just a quick thing, I don't know, sometimes some people's charts just decide that they're not gonna show them all this information. Yeah, like let me show you. Some people's charts do this as soon as they open here, so they look like this. So if you have none of these, what you'll like to click is view, and then just click on all of these things over here, view toolbars, and just have all of them switched on and activated over there. Alright, and yeah, then you have all of these, and then yeah, that's how you can trade. But as far as this goes, you know everything now. You know everything, and you've seen everything. And I don't think there's okay. One more thing is, let's say I have all these lines here on my chart, all these lines, all these different lines, and let's say I want to delete them. You can either like double click on it and delete, right? Or you can just come up here to chart objects, object list, select all of them and say delete. Simple as that. And yeah, that's all that you need to just work around MT4. If you have one more thing then is basically your text. Okay, so let's just say you want to have a certain text, like you just want to say that this is a double bottom. Then you can click here text, double bottom, and then you see there. Remember, always edit there, always edit where it says text, not a name but on text. And then here you can customize your colors and all like that. So double bottom, and then that's why this trade is going up. All right, here double bottom, and then one more thing. If you do go and learn Fibonacci, then here's your Fibonacci tool over here. This is your Fibonacci tool. Yeah, but I'm not huge on fibs and what fibs do. I just prefer to know where we are in the market, but you don't need knowledge on Fibonacci's. If you're using our strategies, you just need to know where to put your stop loss, your take profit, and so on and so forth. Alright, so that has been the overview of how to work around our trading platform, MetaTrader 4. Any questions, comments, concerns, you can just simply WhatsApp me or email me, and I'll get to you as soon as possible concerning the matter, and then yeah, we can take it from there. But if you ever lost, we probably covered this thing in the video, so it's just a matter of rewind, check it out, and yeah, you can move forward. Alright then. Cool, cheers, bye.